Do you want to learn how to successfully launch a consulting business? In this video, I'm going to be giving you 11 steps. Right from the point of how to find your topic and your niche to developing that into a solid consulting model. There are different ways that you can actually sell your information and your knowledge. You can do courses, which is pre-recorded videos. You can do coaching, which can be one-to-one and group coaching. And in this case, we're going to be talking about consulting, which is a little bit more long-term engagement. And what I'm going to share with you in this video are the exact steps that you need to go through in order to build a high-ticket consulting business, which is extremely profitable. So take notes and let's get in.
Give it up for Siddharth Rajsekar!
Hey there, Siddharth Rajsekar here. Welcome to this video. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button below and hit that bell button to get notified. I'm going to be sharing a lot of high value videos like this to help you grow in your coaching and consulting business. If you're watching this on Facebook, just give me that like and the love symbol below, because this is going to be one of those videos which you won't mind watching multiple times to get that clarity on how to launch a successful consulting business. So let's get straight in. Okay. So how I differentiate consulting from other forms of the knowledge business is that consulting is a little bit more long-term and where you give a more hand-holding. Like I have a few friends who are business consultants and they charge 5 lakh, 10 lakh rupees, like $10,000, $20,000 to handhold a business over a span of 6 months, 12 months, 18 months to help them to go to the finish line. So I want you to first understand the difference between courses, coaching and consulting. Courses is the easiest thing to do. You can create a digital product, you can create a course, and even I teach people how they can create a conceptual course, how they can create an implementation course, where your effort is only one time, but the scalability is much, much higher. Once you've finished the course layer, then you come into the second layer, which is the coaching layer. Coaching, there are two kinds of coaching. You can do one-to-one coaching, or you could also do one-to-many coaching, where you have a lot of people and you work with batches of people. And the one-to-one coaching can be like for 4 sessions, 8 sessions, and group coaching can also be based on those kind of packages, based on the number of sessions that there are. And consulting is something which is more longer term. We are doing minimum 3 months consulting, minimum 12 months consulting, so that you can take them to the funnel. So ideally, even before you launch a consulting business, you need to think whether you want to add a few layers of courses and coaching before you bring them into consulting. Now, there are some consultants that I know who directly charge high ticket and they close high ticket projects. So how is their funnel? They drive traffic, they get people into a one-to-one session, they give a strategy session, and they know exactly what they want. And they also know very clear on who their customer is and what's their offering. And they are charging a premium in their consulting model, and they're able to close. So if you're very sure about your market and your concept and everything else, then that's a different ballgame you can directly launch. But in this video, I want to jump into the steps if you're somebody who's thinking about starting off a consulting business from the scratch. And maybe you might be searching on YouTube and other places like how to start a consulting business, how to grow a consulting business, how to design a consulting model. That's what I'm going to share in this video. So the first step is, if you want to be successful in this game, is you need to get clear on your niche and clear on your topic. Okay, all of you just type in the comment box. If you're watching this, type in niche clarity is the first step. So when you get clear on your niche, that will give you much better positioning in the marketplace. And I use the word micro niches a lot. Like, how do you go narrow it down to a niche which is very different? Like, if you just say you're a business coach, it is very wide. Okay, there are 3 options I'll give you. I normally share this in my webinar. Okay, option 1 is, hi, I'm Siddharth Rajsekar, I'm a business coach. Second option is, hi, I'm Siddharth Rajsekar, I'm a sales expert and I can help businesses grow in their sales. Now that's even better. But the best is this. Hi, I'm Siddharth Rajsekar. I'm a video sales specialist and I help businesses increase their sales using the power of videos. Now, Why is number 3 the best? Because it's even more specific and it's even more narrow. The niche is very, very narrow. So the first thing is you need to get clear on your niche, get clear on your topic, and go narrow on the topic. And when you get narrow on the topic, the second step is then you focus on the target market. You also narrow down on your target market. This is step 2. So rather than saying, hi, I'm Siddharth Rajsekar, I'm a video sales specialist and I help businesses increase their sales using the power of videos. Imagine if I said, hi, I'm Siddharth Rajsekar, I'm a video sales specialist and I help lifestyle brands increase more e-commerce sales by using the power of videos. So I'm even narrowing down on which kind of entrepreneur do I want to target. Now that's even more powerful than just saying, okay, I'm targeting all entrepreneurs. It can be hard sometimes to make these decisions. In your mind, you may think, like I'm going to be missing out on a huge market. That is where the magic is. If you want to be successful in the next decade in the online space, you have to go narrow it. You've got to narrow it down. You cannot afford to be a generalist. It was working 5 years back, but it's not going to work in the next 5 years. The next step is to then build your consulting product. So for example, if I know that my niche is video sales, and if I know that my target market is lifestyle entrepreneurs, lifestyle brands, entrepreneurs who are having lifestyle products, who want to sell that products online, physical products, then my entire consulting product can be engineered for that. Like making a list of all their pain points, making a list of what are the challenges that they actually face, where do they actually get stuck in their business, even more from a perspective of all the spokes of their business wheel, right from manufacturing to operations to the launching phase and the profitability. And so now once you know once you are aware about that business at a deeper level, then you can narrow down on your whole consulting model. So if you're going to be activating their sales using videos for lifestyle brands, then you can go deep into how to design a video campaign. That could be one of the consulting models. So maybe you have to break it down into monthly, weekly, daily, quarterly, and of course yearly as well, the entire consulting package, whether you want to do like a 3 months, 6 months or 1 year. And then what you do is, step number 4 is you go and get market feedback. Because many times you may have an idea in your head, but unless you put that into practice, into the marketplace, you'll never know whether that's going to work. So what you do is you go and contact 5 to 10 lifestyle experts who are having lifestyle brands, and then just go and ask them. Do a one-to-one session with them, do it for free, and say, I'm planning to create a consulting model. Do you think you'll be interested in this? Or do you think this will really add value to your business? Ask them that question. And ask them, what else do you think I should do? What else do you think you will need to grow in your lifestyle product? And then they will give you those pointers. Make note of those pointers. If you ask me, do at least, I said 5 one-to-ones, but see if you can do at least 50 one-to-ones for free. Don't charge people anything for this. Go and serve the market first and do a market research. Understand what they want. It may take you a month, it may take you 2 months. Take it at your own pace. No rush. This is not a race. You want to make a lot of money, you want to create a solid product, put in that much of effort. Okay? Those people who just market their products and they don't have a clue about product development and design, they will have a tough time. They'll have a tough time. The interesting thing is I was watching some of these old interviews of Steve Jobs, where he was also talking about how he was able to scale Apple and bring it to that level. And if you look at some of those older interviews of Steve Jobs, you see that he has been relentless on product development and really solving a problem in the marketplace. And that really inspired me a lot, So when you're able to go and test out in the market, when you're able to build a product that can solve a problem, and you're able to get you do those 50 one-to-ones, get market feedback, make note of it, and then you re-engineer your entire consulting model based on that, I can guarantee you it's going to work. Like one of my good friends, Rajiv Talreja, he's a business coach. He did 300 interviews which he has launched in one of his books called Lead or Bleed. And by going through those 300 interviews of him interviewing some of the biggest business tycoons in the world, that helped him develop a model which he calls the PACE system, which is working like magic for business owners. That's what it takes. It is not a, just planning and okay, let's just launch and then market. Because those people who do not have a substantial product and who are not getting market feedback, and they're only good at marketing and selling their products, and they're only focused on sales, over a period of time, the market is going to go get away from you because you are not focused on product development. Even in my business, there are phases where I spend a lot of time on just product development. Besides marketing, both are equally important. And once the product is developed and improved, like right now I'm going through an entire rebranding process, I'm going through an entire recreation of video process. So it will be a burst of energy to re-engineer the product, and then you go and you launch. Exactly like what Apple is doing. The whole year they spend their time on developing and designing the next thing. And they do a WWDC conference, they launch the next iPhone, they launch the next product, and people just go and buy. It's a brilliant product launch strategy. But if you see 80% of the time they're focusing on developing new products and innovating. Market feedback. Okay. Step number 5 is refine your consulting product based on the market's feedback. Refine your structure, refine what exactly you're going to be offering, in what sequence are you going to be offering your consulting product, and then you can even do some price research, price strategy, even ask them what do you think they will pay, again based on the target market. If you're targeting like higher revenue organizations, you can charge higher revenues for your package. Okay. And then what is the 6th step? The 6th step is to then design your delivery mechanism. Like how are you going to deliver the consulting? Are you going to be doing it by traveling physical location, which is not really an option today? I mean, I would say it is not something to even consider with the current world scenario. You got to do everything remotely and virtually. Look at whether you want to do one-to-one calls over Zoom. What frequency should be the calls? Are they going to be recorded or not? What are going to be the assignments that they're going to get? How are you going to deliver that to ensure that they're able to follow through and take all those action steps? Do you have like a whole bunch of coaches who can help drive that process? Or are you going to do everything yourself? How are the members who pay, how are you going to communicate with them? Are you going to get everyone into a group where you inspire them with other information? Do you have an appointment system? All of these are the questions you need to ask yourself. You got to design the delivery mechanism. This may take you some time, okay? And then you got to set up the consulting funnel. So this is the easy part. You need to have a website, a landing page, an email opt-in system, an appointment system, and a video system that can actually nurture the people who are coming in. And then of course you need to have like your webinar tool or a tool like Zoom to deliver the consulting model. Your online systems like Google Drives and stuff where you can collaborate documents with them based on what work you're doing. All these would be set up the entire consulting funnel online. You can even use automated systems as well. And then would be step number 8 is you start to drive traffic into it. Into free traffic, paid traffic, organic traffic, YouTube traffic, LinkedIn traffic, Facebook traffic, Instagram traffic, Twitter traffic. There are so many different traffic sources. Okay. If you come into my coaching system, I have a course in my silver membership called the Internet Traffic Blueprint, where I share more than 12 different traffic sources besides Facebook ads, Google ads. Okay. Then what you do is you need to start generating sales. Now this is where most of them get stuck. Most consultants, they love to get ready, they love to plan, they love to get back to the drawing board, but ultimately closing is what's important. ABC, always be closing. In my case, I do webinars and I sell my products through webinars. I don't sell consultancy, but I sell through my products through webinars, through live webinars as well as automated webinars. Every week I do at least 2 webinars. I'm always closing. Very important. I'm always generating leads and driving traffic. That's what makes a business grow. Okay, so start generating sales and converting those leads into sales, if it means you're doing more one-to-ones, more strategy calls, and so on. Okay. And then number 10 is to analyze your conversion metrics. How much is your cost per lead? What is your cost per one-to-one or consulting, say the free session that you're doing, cost per show up? What is your conversion ratio? If you're going to be speaking to 10 people, how many of them are you converting into your high ticket consulting, whatever, for 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs, $5,000, $10,000 products? And then the magic number is, what is your cost per acquisition? All of you just type CPA in the comment box. Cost per acquisition. How much exactly are you spending to acquire a new customer? Okay. So once you know your CPA number, and as long as that CPA number is way lower than what you're actually charging for your product, your high ticket product, that becomes into a very scalable model. Analyze the conversion metrics. And then finally, scale it up massively. You can scale it up in two ways. If you have more one-to-one interaction in your consulting model, you'll need to bring in more human elements into that system. You need to hire more people who can drive it forward. If there's a lot more human touch factor when it comes to the model. The second option is if you can scale it through automated trainings and videos. Like for me, I have very less human components in my system, and I have more videos and automated consulting. I don't do consulting, I sell products, but in essence, when anyone comes in, I deliver everything through automation. So if somebody buys my course, they're going through my 10 days of intensive learning automatically. And every day something new opens up. I give a complete orientation of what needs to be done. Okay. So once you are able to understand these 11 elements, just to recap the 11 elements, step 1 is to get clear on your niche. Step number 2 is to focus on your target market. Step number 3 is to then build your consulting product. Step number 4 is to get market feedback. Step number 5 is refine your consulting model. Step number 6 is then to design a delivery mechanism. Step number 7 is to then set up your consulting funnel in the systems online. Step number 8 is to start driving traffic in the form of free and paid methods. Step number 9 is to start generating sales. Step number 10 is to then analyze your conversion metrics. And finally, step number 11 is to scale. Okay. So this is what it really takes to build and launch a successful consulting business. If you've been in the consulting business for a long time, but if you don't have any of these elements in place, if you can see there are some holes in your existing system, I would highly recommend that you go and watch this video, sids.co/formula. And I'm going to show you how I was able to scale my digital product business massively in the last 24 months using systems and automation. Now I'm selling products, I'm selling courses, but you can apply the same methodology to sell your consulting business as well. And if you ask me, it's good to have a layer of courses before you bring them to consulting. So you'll be able to create better leverage, better cash flow. You can filter out those people who may or may not be qualified. And if they're qualified, only then you can bring them into your consulting model, your high ticket consulting model. Okay. So my recommendation to you is to go to this link. If all of you are watching, go to sids.co/formula, watch this video till the end, get into my coaching system, and I'll be more than happy to help you scale it much further. Okay. So I hope you found this video useful. What I would like you to do right now is hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button to get notified on more advanced videos like this that I'm going to be posting regularly on YouTube and Facebook. And the second thing I would like you to do is, if you're watching this on Facebook, please tag a friend. Okay. If you know anybody in your family or friend network or anywhere who you know they're a consultant, just tag them below, because they will find a lot of value in this video. If you have found value in this video, they're going to be finding that. So if you're on Facebook, please tag someone. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please share your comments below. I personally read many of the comments over there, and I'll give you a love symbol. Okay. I'll give you a love symbol. And I want you to share your main takeaways. Like, what did you learn from this? Besides all the steps, was there any one particular step that impacted you the most? Was there one aha moment that you had in this video? Please share that below. And I look forward to responding and replying to your comments. Okay. So until the next video, thank you so much for watching this. Stay safe. God bless. Wish you all the best on launching your consulting business. And I just want to tell you that this is not a race. This is a marathon. This is a long-term thing. So if you're able to spend enough time building a solid product, the money and the bottom line will automatically grow. All the best. Bye-bye.